Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Same hat, same hoodie, same glasses. It's my work uniform, so don't worry about it, man. So just hear me out real quick. I'm on the way to work, and I want to talk on fat phobia, Well, just the word or the suffix phobia real quick, and the hilarious definition that it's taken on. People don't understand that means fear. So if you have arachnophobia, that doesn't necessarily mean that you just strictly hate them. That means that you have an irrational fear of whatever it is that you have going on. However, it's hilarious to a certain extent, because when used correctly, it does make sense. Because you are not only scared of, but you can't love what you're scared of. You can feel like we fear God, but it's not the same as being scared of God. So we don't have, I don't know what it would call, but God phobia or something like that. But these homophobia, fat phobia, xenophobia, things like that, I feel like we need to draw the line, okay? At a point, saying something that goes against somebody's extreme lifestyle, it's not that we are scared or that there's a phobia or an irrational fear of what they have going on. Sometimes it's the truth, especially if you're getting a little big. If you don't have somebody that's letting you know, hey, you're getting a little big, you're a little, you've gained a lot of weight, or, if you lost some weight, X, Y, you shouldn't feel upset. They're not scared of you. In fact, if somebody has the heart to say that to you, they love you. That's love. Because why? What we don't realize is, outside of the firearms and car accidents and drugs, the thing that's actually killing people, especially black people, is obesity. We're dying from obesity-related deaths, diabetes, stroke, heart disease, high cholesterol is killing us. And a lot of black people, including my family, we have lines that have that. Or there are people within the line that have diabetes and things like that. We've had people that died from, I had a couple people that died because they had unmanageable diabetes and it got out of hand and they passed away. That's not saying, oh, they should have did something and lost some weight, or they should have changed their lifestyle and then, because we hated them. There's not hate there. What needs to be understood is there is hate, but letting you know that your body's getting out of hand is not hate. But I'm going to talk about Lizzo real quick. If you look at the vast majority of all of the celebrities, let's say the 95 percentile, outside of her and some other fat people, majority of them are healthy or have healthy lifestyles, including Lizzo. I believe she's vegan, but we'll exclude her because she's not small. For some odd reason, I thought that the vegan diet would help you get smaller, but maybe they got a bunch of sugar and stuff. I don't know. But majority of people that are in the camera lens and in the public eye or whatever, famous, they're not fat. Majority, they're small, they're healthy, or they have healthy lifestyles. I'm not going to say that they are healthy or they do healthy things, but they're, for the most part, they have healthy lifestyles. So to sit there and say, oh, it's okay to be fat, I understand that there's, for some people, if you're like a Lizzo, a girl like Lizzo, you'll never be like a Selena Gomez unless you really put in the work. But sometimes your genes just won't let you. You feel me? It's coming from me. I do a lot of work and stuff. I'll never look like Michael B. Jordan for multiple reasons. I ain't the same height, and he's putting in a lot of work. I don't put in that work. There's a way that I could achieve it, but our body types are different and our genetics are different. Understood. However, there's a way, especially without promoting it. Like, for instance, we look at Jill Scott versus Lizzo. I don't see much of a weight difference. Maybe Jill Scott's, I'd say she's maybe 50 pounds, give or take. She carries it differently. And why wouldn't we say, oh, Jill Scott needs to lose some weight, Jill Scott needs to do X, Y, Z, whatever, why? Why wouldn't we say that to her? Because she ain't sitting there flaunting it and acting a fool and being half naked. If you look at Lizzo, she's half naked 90% of the time. We're not seeing that. Nicki Minaj is Nicki Minaj, but Lizzo wears less clothes than Nicki Minaj did, than Megan Thee Stallion does. And then we can't say nothing. And it's not that, oh, she needs a dress. There's a certain way. Like I said, if we really want to compare, the best comparison is Jill Scott. Because Jill Scott, I don't care what you say, that's a sexy woman right there. And she carries herself in a certain way. She has a certain aura about her. She don't gotta be naked for you to sit there and be like, oh yeah, she fine. Even with Lizzo showing all her goody two-shoes and all that, are you really attracted to that? No, it's just the truth. So to sit there and act like it's okay is the problem. She could do what she want to do, but first off, this could be minimized if she had a good friend group. She don't got that. You can tell she don't got a good friend. Because here's the crazy thing. Forget all that phobia stuff. She's one of the most talented of all of the people that make music. She can play. She has great vocals. She's a great personality. Her personality shines through in her music. So without having really looking at her, if you played a Lizzo song, first off, you wouldn't know that was the same person until you really heard her, sing. So she has great music, and it is definitely popularized music. So she don't have to sit there and be naked. But my thing is, there's nothing wrong with saying something about it. And if you are going to act a plump fool, you have to be ready to accept, oh, people don't want to see that. People are going to say something about it. It's not up to people to sit there and be like, maybe I shouldn't say nothing because she doing what she want to do and she living her life. We relate to people through social media. So if we see somebody on social media and we seeing that they acting a plump fool, we're not going to sit there and be like, oh, this is great, this is wonderful. No, we going to say what we feel. And some people do go too far, but we already know that there's such thing as trolls. So we don't live our lives to sit there and combat trolls. I feel as though she should live her life not to combat trolls, but she should live her life for the fans. And her fans want her to live a long life. Of all the people who make music right now, the funny thing is, Lizzo's one of the few that will be able to continue to make music strictly because of her talents. A lot of people can't say that. And she could probably go cross-genre because she could play classical music with the flute. And that's what people don't understand. You can sit there and cry phobia all you want. This woman is talented beyond measure. In comparison to the average person that is popular, there are people that can play music, but not many of them are as famous as Lizzo. For some reason, we love personalities more than talent. I don't know. Because Cardi B, in my estimation, is not very talented. She can just rap. And, she's body work done and she looks good to people. That's it. And she was on that show that got her a lot of clicks and, people love her personality. But personality and talent should go hand in hand. And it does with Lizzo. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, people shouldn't say nothing, because the more we say, the more things happen. The more constructive criticism we give to people, the more people start to realize maybe I should make a change. Lizzo is one of the most talented people in that musical sphere. And we all know that there's an agenda to be pushed. But there's enough people to say, enough with this foolish agenda, especially if you care about her, because she's getting up there. She's almost 40. People don't realize that she's not 25. She's on like 35, something like that. She's getting up there. Sit there and say 40 is the new 25, 40 is the new 30 if you want to. 40 is 40. Ask a 40-year-old how they feel. They feel like fucking 50. So with that being said, in a society, we need to draw the line somewhere with this phobia, especially the fat phobia, and figure out how to sit there and allow people to live their lives how they want to live it, but be more constructive with our criticism. Not being destructive and being like disgusting. Nobody's going to change when you're being destructive and being like they're fat POSs. However, if you sit there and say you're living an unhealthy lifestyle and just looking at you, we could prove that because you look unhealthy. There's nothing wrong with what I just said. Maybe the tone. But who cares? It's the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. So instead of getting upset based off of what people say, just listen and understand where people are coming from. Because if somebody's going to say that to you, there's a whole lot of love. Especially if it's people that you don't know, that's love right there. They're just saying, oh, hey, you're getting a little big around the hips. You're looking a little tight in your clothes. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna holler at y'all next time. Peace.